Hello and welcome to this short UVPackmaster tutorial. I'm going to show you how to pack UVs for a non-square texture. Okay, let's begin. So these are the UVs that I'm going to be using in this tutorial. Now, in order for a non-square texture, I need to click on Advanced Packing Options and then come down and enabled non-square packing, like that. Now, if I just try and pack this, we've got an error down the bottom here and up the top. So, this error message is pretty self-explanatory. When packing with non-square packing enabled, you need to have an active texture in the UV editor. Fair enough. That's because it is the active texture where the packer gets the targeted texture dimensions from. So, let's go New, and we'll give it a title, subscribe. And also, I'm going to make this 2048. Now, when I click New Image, then everything is stretched out in the UV editor after I created the texture. So now that's just how Blender works. Now, after you've created a non-square texture and set it as active, it transforms the entire UV space for rendering. So the UV's proportions are deformed according to the texture ratio. Now, of course, we don't want to have deformed UVs in our final texture. So that's why we need to add in one more additional step before packing. So we select all our UVs with A. We're going to expand non-square packing and adjust islands to texture. Easy. Now, one important note, the order of the steps is crucial. So first, you need to create a non-square texture in the UV editor, and then we press the adjust islands to texture. Now that's because the packer needs to know the target texture's dimension in order to properly fix the UV proportions. Now the second important thing is you need to perform the adjust operation only once for a given texture. So after you adjust the UVs, you can just repack them as many times as you want without any need to do any further adjustments. Obviously, unless you create the texture again as a different size. So now if we click pack, that's it. Done. As I said, you can repack as many times as you want. Of course, all UVPackmaster features are fully supported with non-square packaging. So let's enable, for example, the heuristic search. And then if we just pack again, it'll keep trying to refine till it gets the best possible outcome. I'm just going to press escape to cancel that. So as you can see, it just kind of like works as intended. Perfect. Okay, one more important caveat to remember, even though you need to run the adjustment operation only once, the non-square packing checkbox needs to be enabled all the time you pack for the given non-square texture. Fairly straightforward there. And that is because the packer needs to know that the proportions are out to fix the proportions. So now I'm just going to quickly show you is what if you don't want it to pack UVs for the given texture anymore. So all you need to do is press Undo Islands Adjustment. And as you can see, it's kind of like stretched out beyond the texture. But then when I disable the texture, you can see that it's kind of like gone back to normal. Let's just make sure we untick non-square packing, pack, and there we go. We're kind of like back to normal. Thanks. Subscribe. Again, do it. So that's all I wanted to show you. Thanks for watching. Consider subscribing. UVPackmaster is awesome, and so are you.